Pierce Brosnan, the dashing actor known around the world for his role as James Bond and a host of other iconic performances, has long been admired not just for his on-screen charisma, but for the quiet dignity with which he has handled life's sour, personal challenges. Over the years, he has weathered tremendous loss, most notably the passing of his first wife, Cassandra Harris, and later his daughter Charlotte. Now, the beloved actor is facing another devastating chapter, as news has emerged that his wife, Keely Shaye Smith, has received a tragic diagnosis. And for Brosnan, this has meant quietly preparing to say goodbye, not just to the public world he's long been a part of, but to the love of his life. The revelation has struck a deep chord with fans, not only because of the couple's enduring romance, but because of how deeply connected Brosnan and Keely have appeared over their decades together. In an industry where relationships often fade as quickly as they start, Pierce and Keely's marriage was a rare example of enduring love. Their bond was rooted not in red carpet glitz or fleeting headlines, but in something much deeper: mutual respect, friendship, and an obvious devotion that has shown through every photo, every interview, and every quiet moment they've shared, away from the spotlight. So, the news of Keely's diagnosis, though kept largely private in its specifics, has come as a crushing blow. While neither Brosnan nor Keely has spoken in detail about her condition publicly, those close to the couple have said that her health has taken a serious turn, and that Pierce has made the decision to step back from professional commitments to focus entirely on caring for her. The phrase saying goodbye doesn't necessarily mean a final farewell just yet, but it marks a significant turning point, a quiet retreat from the bustling world of Hollywood in favor of personal time that is both precious and limited. For us, Brosnan, this is heartbreak revisited in a way that only he could understand. He has known the pain of watching a loved one fade. When Cassandra Harris, his first wife, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in the late 1980s, he stood by her side until her passing in 1991. That same cruel disease would later claim his adopted daughter Charlotte, who died in 2013. These were not just losses. They were defining moments of grief that Brosnan carried with him, shaping his worldview and making him all the more appreciative of the life and love he found again with Keely. Their love story began in 1994, when Keely, a journalist and environmental activist, met Brosnan during an interview in Mexico. What followed was a love that blossomed naturally and beautifully, away from the glitz of the headlines. They married in 2001, and from that moment on, Brosnan often credited Keely with saving him from despair, with giving him joy and purpose, after years shadowed by loss. Over the years, their relationship became something of a model for many, a partnership built on loyalty, humor, and a deep emotional connection. The couple shared 2 sons, Dylan and Paris, and spent much of their time advocating for environmental causes and philanthropic efforts. Even when Brosnan was in the peak of his James Bond fame, he never failed to express how grounding Keely was for him. He often referred to her as his North Star, the constant force in his life who gave him clarity when the pressures of fame and grief became overwhelming. Now, with the tables turned, Brosnan is offering her the same unwavering support she once gave him. He has reportedly cleared his filming schedule and withdrawn from upcoming public appearances to remain by Keely's side. Friends describe him as completely devoted, with his focus entirely on making her comfortable and ensuring she knows just how much she is loved. It's a private kind of heroism. No cameras, no scripts, just one man trying to be strong for the woman who has stood beside him through so much. For fans and admirers, watching Pierce Brosnan walk this path again is nothing short of heartbreaking. This is a man who has already given so much of himself, to his craft, to his family, and to the causes he holds dear. And now, in a cruel twist of fate, he finds himself back in the space of anticipatory grief, trying to make sense of a world that once again threatens to take away someone he holds dear. And yet, in the face of all this, there remains a remarkable dignity in how he carries himself. There is no loud announcement, no media circus. Just a quiet withdrawal and a firm focus on what matters most. It is a decision that speaks volumes about his character, a willingness to put love above career, fame, or public expectations. In stepping back, Brosnan isn't just saying goodbye to new roles or glamorous premieres. He's saying goodbye to the life he once knew and turning his full heart toward the one person who has been his anchor for nearly 3 decades. Those who have seen the couple recently say their love remains palpable. even as Keely's health reportedly continues to decline. They hold hands, share laughs, and lean into each other in ways that speak of decades of shared life. They sit together in silence, communicate in looks, and treasure every small moment. Sunrises, shared meals, quiet walks in the garden. These are the moments they now hold on to, moments that will linger long after words fade. The impending loss is one that Brosnan, more than most, knows how to face, but it doesn't make it any easier. The sadness in his eyes, the weariness in his step, the way his voice catches when speaking about love. All of it points to a man who knows what lies ahead, but refuses to let the fear of it steal the time he has left with the woman he adores. Fans across the world have responded with an outpouring of support, sending messages of love, encouragement, and gratitude. Many have spoken of how Brosnan's vulnerability and emotional openness have helped them through their own losses. He has never hidden from grief, and in doing so, he's given others permission to feel and process their own heartaches. In many ways, his personal life has been as impactful as his film career, teaching lessons not through fiction, but through real human experience. In this deeply painful chapter, Brosnan once again becomes a quiet teacher, showing that love isn't just about the good years, the glamorous nights, or the perfect moments. It's about standing beside someone when the days grow dark. It's about holding their hand when you can't find the right words. It's about being there, not to fix things, but simply to love them through it. As Pierce Brosnan continues to walk this path with Keely, he does so with the same grace that has defined him for decades. He may not be on a movie set right now, but his most powerful role is unfolding behind closed doors, in the quiet rooms of his home, in the soft conversations of night, in the love he pours into every remaining day they have together. And when the time does come, if and when Keely must leave this world, there is little doubt that Brosnan will carry her memory with the same reverence he has shown before. He will speak of her not with despair, but with gratitude. He will honor her through his continued kindness, his advocacy, and the love he shares with their children. The goodbye he's preparing to say is one of the most painful any person can face, but he is doing so with courage and with a love that remains unshaken. In the end, this chapter in Pierce Brosnan's life is not just about tragedy. It's about devotion, legacy, and the kind of love that doesn't fade with time, illness, or even death. It's about finding strength in the darkest moments and holding on to the beauty of connection even as the world changes forever. And for all who have watched his story unfold, it is a reminder that the most powerful bonds are those built not just on romance or passion, but on deep, enduring presence, even in the face of heartbreak.